Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Welcome to Ramadan Series Day 8. Have you ever felt the calm of a Ramadan night? When the world is quiet, the streets are hushed, and the crescent moon lights up the sky. This is not just any night, it's a night filled with divine opportunities. A night to connect with Allah in a way that rejuvenates your soul. After the Isha prayer, a special act of worship begins, Taraweeh prayers. This is not just a ritual, it's a spiritual journey. A chance to step away from the distractions of life and enter into a realm of peace and closeness to Allah. Imagine the footsteps of the faithful as they walk towards the mosque, their hearts full of hope and anticipation. They're not just going for prayers, they're going to recharge their iman, faith. They're going to stand in front of their Creator and feel the tranquility only He can provide. Have you ever experienced this? That moment when the Imam begins reciting the Quran, and your heart feels like it's listening for the very first time? Taraweeh is more than a prayer, it's a way to connect deeply with Allah, to reflect on His words, and to feel the blessings of Ramadan multiply. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever stands in prayer during the nights of Ramadan, with faith and in hope of reward, their past sins will be forgiven." Sahih Bukhari. This is your chance to start anew, to cleanse your soul, and to strengthen your connection with your Creator. So, are you ready to discover the secrets of the night? To unlock the power of Taraweeh prayers and experience peace like never before? Stay with us, as we journey deeper into the beauty of this extraordinary act of worship. Let's go back in time, over 1,400 years ago, to the city of Medina. During Ramadan, the nights were alive with the presence of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, leading his companions in prayer. These prayers, known as Taraweeh, were special, uniting the believers in the recitation of the Quran. The word Taraweeh comes from the Arabic root meaning to rest or relax. It reminds us that these prayers, though long, are meant to be a soothing act of worship, one that fills the soul with peace. The Prophet, peace be upon him, performed these prayers with his companions for several nights during Ramadan. But out of mercy for his followers, fearing it might become obligatory, he sometimes prayed alone. Today, Taraweeh remains a sunnah, highly recommended, but not obligatory. It is a gift for those who seek to deepen their connection with Allah and multiply their blessings during Ramadan. As narrated by Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever prays during the nights of Ramadan out of sincere faith and seeking reward, all his past sins will be forgiven." Sahih Bukhari. Have you ever stood in Taraweeh and felt the power of the Quran? The verses flow, not just into your ears but into your heart. Each word has the potential to heal, guide, and strengthen your soul. Taraweeh is not just about listening, it's about feeling the Quran come alive within you. This nightly prayer allows us to engage deeply with the Quran, often completing its recitation over the course of Ramadan. It is a reminder of the immense blessings in Allah's words, encouraging us to reflect on its meaning and apply it to our lives. Have you ever thought about the Quran as a personal letter from Allah to you? Taraweeh gives you the chance to hear it, ponder it, and let it transform your heart. So, why not make this Ramadan the one where you truly embrace this gift? What happens when you bow down before your Creator in the stillness of the night? When the world is asleep, and it's just you and Allah? Taraweeh is more than just physical movements, it's an intimate conversation between your heart and the one who created it. In these prayers, faith is strengthened, and sins are washed away. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever stands for prayer in Ramadan with sincere faith and hope for reward, all their past sins will be forgiven." Sahih Bukhari. Can you imagine that? A chance to leave behind all the mistakes of the past and start fresh. But it's not just about forgiveness. Taraweeh is a spiritual recharge. It deepens your connection to Allah, bringing you closer to Him with every recited verse and every heartfelt dua. Each prostration is a surrender, a moment of humility that purifies your soul. Have you noticed the peace that follows? That inner calm when the weight of the world seems to lift? Studies show that acts of worship like prayer lower stress levels and bring emotional stability. But Taraweeh does more, it's a spiritual detox, clearing your heart of distractions and filling it with tranquility. Have you ever experienced this? That indescribable joy after finishing a long night of prayer, when your heart feels light, and your soul feels nourished? Taraweeh offers this every single night in Ramadan. In a world filled with noise and chaos, Taraweeh is your sanctuary. A place to find emotional peace and connect with the Quran on a deeper level. It reminds us that Allah's mercy is endless and His rewards are boundless. So tonight, when you stand for Taraweeh, remember, you're not just praying. You're cleansing your soul, strengthening your faith, and finding the peace your heart has been searching for. When we think of Taraweeh, we often focus on its spiritual benefits. But have you ever considered the physical and social rewards it offers? These nightly prayers are not just an act of devotion, they're also a gift for your body and your community. Think about it. During Taraweeh, you engage in prolonged standing, bowing, and prostration. These movements improve flexibility, circulation, and posture. It's as if your body is worshipping alongside your soul, benefiting from this nightly routine. Modern research even highlights the positive effects of prayer on physical health: lower blood pressure, improved focus, and reduced stress. And then, there's the social dimension. Taraweeh isn't just an individual act, it's a collective experience. Picture this, standing shoulder to shoulder with fellow Muslims, united in worship, reciting the same verses, and making the same supplications. It's a powerful reminder that we're part of something much greater than ourselves. The mosque becomes a hub of joy and connection during Ramadan nights. Families gather, children observe and learn, and friends reconnect after a long day of fasting. The atmosphere is filled with warmth and unity. As you step out of the mosque after Taraweeh, there's an unspoken bond, a shared sense of purpose and gratitude. This gathering of hearts reminds us of the beauty of the Ummah, the global Muslim community, united in faith. So, the next time you stand for Taraweeh, look around. Feel the strength of the rows beside you, the connection of shared prayers, and the joy of being part of this community. It's not just worship, it's an experience that nurtures your body, heart, and soul. Taraweeh is a golden opportunity, a chance to draw closer to Allah and experience the transformative power of the Quran. But how can we make the most of this nightly prayer? Let's talk about a few practical tips to enhance your Taraweeh experience. First, consistency is key. Even if you're feeling tired, remind yourself of the immense rewards awaiting you. Prepare early by completing Isha and heading to the mosque on time, ready to immerse yourself in the prayer. During Taraweeh, try to maintain focus. Listen attentively to the Quranic verses being recited and reflect on their meanings. Did you know that the Quran is a message directly from Allah to you? When you ponder over its words, you feel its guidance speaking to your heart. Don't forget to make personal du'as during and after Taraweeh. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us the power of dua, especially during Ramadan. Ask Allah for everything, big or small. He loves to hear from you, and Ramadan is a time when du'as are especially accepted. Imagine this, as you whisper your dua, angels surround you, carrying your heartfelt words straight to the heavens. This is your moment to connect with Allah in the quiet of the night, away from distractions. So tonight, prepare yourself mentally and spiritually. Let Taraweeh be a time of peace, reflection, and growth. Remember, each prayer strengthens your soul, and every effort brings you closer to Allah. As the nights of Ramadan unfold, Taraweeh becomes your gateway to blessings, forgiveness, and an unshakable connection with Allah. Every bow, every verse, and every prostration is a chance to strengthen your faith and multiply your rewards. Let this Ramadan be different. Embrace Taraweeh not as a duty, but as an opportunity, a sacred gift that fills your heart with tranquility and your soul with light. Whether you pray at the mosque or at home, know that each effort is seen and rewarded by Allah. Take that step tonight. Join the millions who stand in prayer, reciting the timeless words of the Quran. And when you've finished, let the peace of Taraweeh carry you into the rest of your night. Make the most of your nights this Ramadan. Experience the power of Taraweeh. Before we go, we'd love to hear from you. Share your Taraweeh experiences in the comments below. What inspires you about these prayers? How do you find peace in them? Your reflections could inspire others too. And don't forget to join us tomorrow, as we see through the relationship between fasting and taqwa. It's a powerful journey that reveals the deeper purpose behind our fasts. Until then, may your nights be blessed, and your prayers accepted. Ramadan Kareem.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.